There's no problem here. Okay, I'm trying.
Los Angeles, California. To all those who think they can outrun the police, let this be a lesson.
Still running. Suspect still running.
The streets appear to be empty.
That unbelievable recklessness. Unbelievable.
The three suspects in the stolen ride managed to collide with the only other vehicle on the 3 felony warrants, including resisting arrest
Right through the stop sign.
and even assault on a police officer.
Axel, we're still eastbound.
The driver is clearly desperate to outrun the law.
Speeds are getting excessive.
He makes a series each time. He's just inches from a collision.
362,
Officer Sublett backs off as the suspect instantly stretches the distance. And within seconds, he's a speck on the horizon. It's coordinated and converged, limiting the suspect's escape option.
Turn in southbound there.
One by one, the roads are closed off.
There we go. This is the White Cat.
Through a dizzying maze of suburban streets. The path gets. This roadhog finds an opening,
There he goes, busted through.
and barely dodges another. Suddenly, he makes a cataclysmic mistake.
Wow. Wow.
The caddy explodes in a shower of glass and metal. The driver is ejected. He almost falls under the...
Corner runner from the Western and Terminus.
The suspect's driving his friend home, in spite of the fact they've been drinking all night at the local bar.
Still over the road.
The man in the passenger seat has known the driver for less than 2 weeks.
56 at this time.
Tonight, his life is in his new drinking buddy's hands. And right now, those hands are very unsteady. The SUV jams down the straightaway at excessive speeds. But when the road curves, the driver is taken by surprise. Between the speed and the booze, the suspect can't react in time.
Just piled up in the road.
Obvious DUI.
Corner runner from the Western and Terminus.
And he certainly didn't know his pal's blood alcohol level was triple the legal limit. And only 60 seconds to prevent a disaster. Horry County Police Officer Jeff Imes gets the call. A highway patrol unit is desperately trying to slow down some teenage daredevils in a stolen Jeep who are from smashing into downtown traffic. Speeds jump to 80 miles per hour in the deadly race as the suspect pulls ahead of the primary unit. Imes radios ahead for more back officer into oncoming lanes. He slips back to avoid a head-on collision. Time is running out. Taking a chance, the primary punches the runaways back in. The Jeep keeps control. Precious seconds tick away. Dodging a crowded intersection, the officer then sees the perfect opportunity. The SUV fishtails to a halt. These young car thieves race fearlessly toward disaster. But when officers knew time was against them, they made every moment count, turning a calculated risk. And without a single injury, officers beat both the clock and the odds. Driver on the road.
Be careful, real careful.
As the officer responds to the scene, he suddenly spots the dangerous driver headed straight toward him.
One down, now later meet you.
The deputy tries to create a roadblock, but the fearless suspect blazes past him. The driver leaves police in his dust. Officers don't know why he's running, but they know he means business. Police catch up at a traffic light. They try to cut off the suspect, but he dodges the lead patrol car and throttles past. The officer retaliates. His cruiser slams into the sedan, knocking it headlong across the median. The suspect loses a hubcap, but not his nerve. He fights for control as he takes off again. The lead unit charges in for another strike. The shot sends the suspect skidding onto the shoulder. The driver corrects and pulls back onto the highway. But his tire is shattered and this chase gets going. The driver and his accomplice are already in more than enough trouble.
I count 5 units in this pursuit. These guys are wanted for carjacking and armed robbery.
For a moment, it looks as if these two teenagers... As a cop chases it down, he realizes that the driver is still inside. He sees the cop and panics. The officer pursues the drunk driver.
Okay, he's trying to run over.
But before... Working the night shift, Kevin Means arrives at the end of a pursuit. The driver has just blown his engine.
We're doing about 20 miles an hour in the center divider.
But this chase is far from over.
Okay,
4 lanes of traffic, nearly causing an accident.
Running southbound direction across 94 into the field.
The man scrambles down the embankment and races into the dark ravine.
Taking his jacket off.
When a felony suspect resists arrest, Abel is there to provide air support.
This is not going to go down good. This is going to be forcible.
Suddenly, another hot call comes over the radio.
You're making a general quick Able when you're clear. They're doing a pursuit on Eastern.
459 suspect.
The airborne officers are tense.
They need us. I know, but you guys need us too.
Seconds later, the man is in custody.
820, what is this?
And Kevin Means
Able switching to Eastern.
breaks away to assist the ground units in pursuit.
We can no longer trail them.
Within minutes, the chopper is in the area of the chase, searching for the suspect.
You're only a west-fighter helicopter. You should see him coming towards you.
The suspect spots the units up ahead. He quickly slaloms, avoiding the spikes first, and then dodging a head-on collision.
You missed the spike. Continuing northbound.
The Jeep jumps on the freeway, and police keep their distance, for good reason.
Trying to point something out the window. I couldn't tell if it was a phone or a gun.
Defying all logic, the man rumbles down the road toward a military installation.
He's cutting through on the wrong side of the road.
Now the driver is running out of options.
He doesn't know where he's going.
The roads are unfamiliar. The base is surrounded by a wall. And the only way out is the way he came in.
620 GL is still northbound.
Since he doesn't know the streets, the four-wheeling felon tries to lose the cruisers by off-roading. But suddenly, there's a new obstacle in his way.
Military police vehicle is headed that way.
The military police join the pursuit in their white SUV,
And these guys have guns out. They're pointing your direction.
and they immediately turn up the heat. With military tenacity, the MPs try to end the chase.
The military police, I believe it is ramming him. Didn't work too good.
The MPs are fine, and thanks to Abel, city units are waiting for the suspect when he gets back on pavement.
They've got him boxed in.
The military police make sure he's not going anywhere. And the gate-crashing fugitive is arrested quickly.
2940 downward code 4 2940
Abel's job is done.
5 SIC dropping the town Able thing.
During an average shift, a pilot in the air support unit sees all kinds of things,
Across the freeway.
but he has only one duty:
We can no longer trail them.
responding to hot calls.
Able is calling a pursuit.
From blazing chases to hiding felons
I got him. I got him again.
to metal-crunching crashes. This high altitude, high high-pressure excitement.
Okay, well, he is in Mexico.
And Officer Means wouldn't have it any other way at all. This 53-ton gorilla leaves police scrambling for an answer.
There's absolutely no way to stop this stuff. We can't spike strip him because the tires are too big. We can't get in front of him because he'll run over us.
All they can do is wait. After 4 hours, the police can only determine what not to do. But the drunk at the wheel provides the solution. When he passes out, Slarge could squash a car flat. Police try to keep traffic out of harm's way. With no other options, the officers try spikes, knowing the enormous tires might be too much for them.
Just ruin the spikes.
But to everyone's amazement, the strips almost work too well. One of the massive tires nearly causes a collision when it flies off the truck. Then this grouchy garbage man nearly mows down an officer in the road. However, this not-so-gentle giant has been pushed harder and faster than it was ever intended to go. With the engine belching smoke, the suspects are spotted trying to flee the scene. Officer Anthony Bolano quickly boxes them in. But they don't stay confined for long. Sergeant Jeffrey Teeter loops around Bolano, beginning the pursuit. Unbelievably, these two hell-raising thieves only stole a few cartons of cigarettes. But that's not going to stop them from driving like maniacs to get away. If these jonesing smokers are willing to take such drastic measures for a nicotine fix, there's no telling what they'll do for freedom. When traffic ahead of them refuses to clear, the suspects clear it themselves. The perpetrators muscle their way onto the interstate. In a flash, they're streaking across the pavement at death-defying speeds. They blow through traffic, recklessly skimming by cars, semis, even school buses. Police don't know what this man wanted to accomplish,